So I want to begin this video by saying I'm not going into the environmental impact or the loss of jobs or anything like that along the lines of AI, because those are highly controversial and I don't really want to pick a side right now. This is solely just from my experience and, telling anyone who's watching this what their experience could be in game design, in 3D art, in game development, anything along those lines. Take it more or less as where the industry is going now and my experience rather than my opinions. So welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about AI and if it's actually avoidable. So it was probably like halfway through my high school when AI became a thing, and I avoided it for the most part. It'd be fun to mess around every so often, or if I was having a very specific problem, I would either send a picture to AI or, be like, hey, how do I fix this thing in Unity, right? And it was useful, but it also got a lot of things wrong, where I'd be like, no, that's actually not it. And so it kind of went into me just avoiding it. And now fast forward into college, I'm taking a computer science course and AI is strictly forbidden. Okay, so no matter what class you're in, what you're doing, no AI. And that means a lot of the languages we had to completely learn, and for a lot of the exams we had to be able to write freehand code. Now I got a new job as a game developer designer. It is for the government, and in a nutshell, basically, they're getting me to design this game that you can get real life places and calculate radiation and see that in a game environment. So it's kind of neat stuff, right? And so I am the only person working on this. I'm the only one. So I am doing, the 3D modeling. I'm doing all the code, all the ideas, all the UI. That's all on me. And now I do have 40 hours a week to put into it. And so like there's plenty of time. I'm not complaining about that. The thing is that I'm using Unreal. I'm a Unity person. So Unreal uses C++, and so I don't know C++ enough to write it by hand. I know it enough to go through it and be able to troubleshoot and kind of be able to tell the structure just from knowing other languages, but not enough to be able to program a language. So I'm using the blueprint mode solely just for time constraints, and they want a product in a few months, and so that's what I thought would be best. And so anyway, long story short, they were encouraging me to use AI. They figured that if they can present something to the stakeholders and to the higher ups in the company, no matter how they get there, as long as there's something, because we aren't making a product for the average consumer, it's a bit different, and certain things don't matter too much. Now these higher ups don't know so much about technology, and so it's solely the fact that we can do this and we can show them the process of how to almost play it. That's all that matters. It's only the final product. So it's very interesting to me because I pretty much never used AI before, and now I'm kind of encouraged to. And I don't have to, but I also feel like it would be detrimental. And if they can find someone else that can do it faster, they probably will. And that other person is most likely either going to know C++ or use AI. And so I kind of looked at my options here, and I decided to, take what they're saying and just use it. And everyone else in the office uses it as well. It's the same idea where however they can get to the end result, if they can save time, might as well save time and use the resources that you can. It makes sense logically, you know. And now, even doing this, I don't. What I didn't do is I didn't go onto like ChatGPT or something and be like, write me code for this game, do this, enter, Control C, Control V. Because the problem with that is then if they ask me, they're like, hey, increase the speed of the character or import this instead, import this type of file. Then I'm going to be like, oh, I have no idea how to do that. AI, how do I do that? So I still wanted to have enough hands-on experience to say it's my own and be able to know what each thing does and learn something, because at the end of the day, I do want to have skills on my resume. If this job doesn't work out, I want to be able to say I have skills with the Unreal and Blender pipeline. I have skills with Blueprint and beginning skills with C++, that sort of thing. And so if I use fully AI, that's not going to do anything, because like my next job might not allow it, you know? And so I think that's a thing that's not being taught properly, at least where I'm from, where they're outline AI completely. It's not one of those things where it's like use it responsibly. It's either fully use it or don't use it at all. And I think that's more dangerous than teaching people how to use it. It's the same with drugs or alcohol, where I believe that it needs to be taught how to be used properly, because people are going to do it anyways. And so if we can teach them why not to or how to do it safely, then it makes it a lot better, a lot easier. And it's the exact same thing with AI. And I've gone to a few meetings for my school, for my college, about AI. And I've brought that up. And I've said even allowing it in certain classes or as a tool, but teaching them how to do it. Having it part of the courses or part of, like, you know, an e-learning thing you have to do. And they haven't done that yet, at least. And instead they just fully said no AI. I mean, I get it. It's a college, so grades are different. And that's the other thing. In a workplace, you don't have grades. You just have what you can do and what you can produce. That's really all that matters. And it's a completely different pipeline. And it's so crazy to me because I never expected that. Even if you're working at a AAA game studio, odds are you're not going to be allowed to use AI, or very minimal of it, because, you know, it's something that's frowned upon in a game design space, which I get. For my own indie stuff, for my own games I make or the models I make, I don't use AI for that stuff because I can take my time and actually learn it. This is different because I need a product to show to my bosses and my boss's bosses. So there is some pressure there. And so it kind of came to a point where I was like, damn, I actually need to, you know, be as quick as someone else would be, show that I can do it quickly. And I don't have time to learn the systems of everything. And so it actually, if you use it as a tool, like right now, I can open up Unreal and go into Blueprint and know enough of the systems that I can do something with it. I'm not completely helpless without AI. So the point of this video is, I think that AI needs to be taught how to be used properly by a consumer. And also, as a little bit of a warning, if you're going into this space, you might have to use AI. Unfortunately, no matter how you see it, that's how the world is going. And no matter what, it sucks, don't get me wrong, but that's technology now. That's where it's headed. And so I wanted to give a little bit of a warning, more or less, there, to let you know that you might have to learn to use it. Whether you like it or not, that's kind of where the industry is going, just in general. Of course, this is a case-on-case basis, but that's just my experience. So let me know what you guys think, both about me using AI and the industry going that direction, and technology as a whole. And let me know if you agree or disagree, or if you have any experiences like that. I'd love to hear it, to try to compare different jobs. But yeah, thank you very much for watching me. I truly appreciate everything, all the support. And if you are a fan of my Adventure Time stuff, stay tuned. It's not fully over. I will be releasing an update soon, so I'm not gonna just fully ghost you guys on that. But yeah, okay, that'll be about it for me. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.